campaign is in full swing now. There's a lot of funny business going on with the 2024 election already. Uh, there was like millions, not millions, but it's like a couple thousand people registering in Texas without ID. They're using their social security card, and I guess they're trying to verify it through the Social Security office, and it's only supposed to be used for new voters. But apparently, there's like a very, very, very large number of people who are not in the Social Security system who is trying to register to vote. So don't be surprised if Texas switched blue. I think Missouri as well. Missouri had like 23,000 dead people literally tried to register to vote, which is insane. Uh, there's now a county in Georgia. I guess they got hacked recently, and I guess the hackers tried to lock them out of the system to pay them a bunch of money to get back in the system or whatever. And this right here is important to look at because we're already having problems with the integrity of the election. What's going to happen come 2024, like come November this year, because we're already in 2024. But yeah, what's going to happen when we get to November this year? Things are going to get crazy. Nobody is going to believe the outcome of this election no matter what. Lawsuits are going to go flying. There's probably going to be mass rioting. There's probably going to be a lot of chaos. Police are probably going to end up being like pretty much on lockdown. Like they probably call in martial law. Like it's going to get crazy. I mean, we're already seeing the craziness as it is unfolding before us, but come November, it's going to get even crazier. Like I said, I don't think anybody is going to believe the outcome. A lot of people just don't like Biden or Trump. I mean, you see in Chicago, Chicago residents are fed up with the Democrats. They showed up wearing pretty much all red, and they have the red hats, they have red t-shirts. I don't know if that means they're going for MAGA or what, but it looks like more and more people are turning to Donald Trump as their answer. A lot of Democrats probably won't. Some probably go with RFJ, which I kind of hope because that means RFJ pretty much split the Democrat vote and Trump wins in a massive landslide, which is going to be good for Trump. I mean, I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion or anything like that because I have a feeling Missouri and Texas is going to go blue. That right there is where I think they're going to try to get us. But I mean, there's already funny business going on, and come 2024, no one is going to believe the outcome of the election, and it's going to be the most craziest lawsuits because who knows what happens when both sides lose. I mean, if the Democrats lose, they're probably going to go riot like they did in 2016. And it's probably going to be worse than it was back then. If the Republican wins, they're not going to have any faith in government anymore. And what do you get? What you're going to get is a bunch of dudes with rifles taking over large sections of towns and borders and stuff like that, saying that they have no, they have no jurisdiction here anymore. And I mean, we're kind of already seeing that. If you look at what's happening with Texas and the federal government, Texas has been fighting the federal government over the border. They literally put their own dudes at the border, and at one point they had blocked off a section, I guess, either a park or something. They blocked off a section of the border, and they wouldn't allow the federal government to come close to them. So I mean, we're already seeing the separation, the verifications, the chaos that's unfolding, and who knows what's going to happen before November. Who knows what the October surprise is going to be either way. I mean, you see this fake court case they have in New York against Donald Trump. I mean, they're charging him without an underlying crime, which is illegal, and it's nothing more than a misdemeanor, and they're charging past the statute of limitation and trying to expand it to make it a felony. All stuff that's super illegal. You see the case in Georgia, which is pretty much falling apart. You see now Arizona charging Trump's lawyers with election interference, and I'm saying this right now. It's going to get crazy. They're doing everything they can to stop Donald Trump. They are trying to prevent him from taking office, and they're going to do everything and anything. They even said, the Democrats said this, they wouldn't verify the election if he won. I don't know where you go from here. I mean, either way, if someone wins, half the country isn't going to accept it. It looks like more and more that civil war is inevitable. It probably, it's probably going to take place. Now, it takes a long time for these things to take place, but I think we're at the point of no return. Well, no matter what we do, it's going to happen. And people don't understand how civil wars are actually fought. So I think this was in Syria. If you look at what's happening in Syria, people are literally just doing their thing. Young teenagers or even adults are still going to nightclubs. There's a dude walking past Rebel that's burnt down from being destroyed by the war, and he's just doing shopping. Like, life still happens. Life doesn't stop just because there was a war. Like, most people don't get that. Like, most people, when they think civil war, they think everything stops. It doesn't. Life continues as normal. In fact, there's a lot of people who are going to basically not even realize there's a civil war happening when it happens, and we don't even know how things unfold. For instance, when the original Civil War in the 1800s broke out, the attack on Fort Sumter, no one saw that as a civil war. They just thought that as conflict. When the Nazis first invaded Czechoslovakia, nobody saw that as a world war. We don't know what people are going to put down in the history books at the end of the day, because we are living it.